Kalimera. I'm Monique from Take Me to Europe Tours. I'm in beautiful boat building, sponge diving, Symi Island in Greece.
When Agamemnon arrived at Troy, his invasion fleet was boosted by the arrival of 3 ships from Symi. At least this is what the Iliad tells us. And the ship that took Jason in search of the Golden Fleece was built by Glaucus from Symi. Other beautiful eastern Mediterranean islands with large harbours, such as Castellorizo, suffered from the Ottoman invasion and the loss of the sponge diving trade. But clever Symi did a deal with the Ottomans. In exchange for being able to dive for sponges in what were then Turkish waters, Symi built boats for the Sultan. There's no doubt that sponge diving and shipbuilding caused Symi to thrive. But it's the Italian neoclassical houses lining the Gialos waterfront and squatting in rows up the hillsides that make Symi such a beautiful destination. The Italian occupation came long after the time that Symi's population had swelled to more than 20,000, and its beautiful buildings helped it transform from shipbuilding, after the advent of steamships, to the perfect day trip island. If it wasn't for the road that is kept open all year round that rings the waterfront of Gialos, and the thousands of day trippers and boats from Rhodes that jostle for space in the harbour, I'd proclaim Symi the most beautiful Greek island. But it's best to come here when the day trippers of the European summer are gone, but the weather is still warm. On one side of the harbour is the clock tower, and if you follow the harbour around, you're at Panormitis Bay with its beach bars and tavernas. Keep walking and you come to Nos Beach. Once you've wandered Gialos and its small shops, the Kalistrata beckons. It's a long, long, long set of steps that take you up the hill to the lovely labyrinthine village of Chora. There are a few churches and an archaeological museum here. I've been to dozens of these little villages on the Greek islands that are built like a labyrinth to confuse pirates. But this one could be the best. You can't go more than a few metres before you have a choice of 3 or 4 narrow and twisting alleyways. My tip here is to spend €2 and get the bus from the harbour front to Chora. Then you can walk through the village to the Kalistrata. The view from the bus as it travels the switchbacks up the mountains is fabulous, and it's so much nicer to walk down the Kalistrata than up it. There's a cute cafe at the top of the Kalistrata and a few little tavernas in Chora. The views are magical up here. There is also the little village of Pedi and several bays. The most beautiful of these is Panormitis Bay in the south of the island. Like so many promontories in Greece, there have been religious buildings here since at least 400 AD. The current monastery has only been here a few hundred years. If you come by water taxi boat, you can visit the monastery, the folklore museum, cafe, bakery, and swim in the bay. It's a nice half-day trip. And that's it. Water taxis, beaches, hidden coves and labyrinthine villages, and a beautiful harbour makes Symi a wonderful Greek island for a very lazy summer holiday.
Make sure to sign up to our newsletter so that you can find out all of the new and exciting destinations like Symi Island that you can travel to with Take Me to Europe Tours.